It's finally clear just who I wanna be. To create like I breathe, like it's a part of me. And buried underneath, it's constantly eluding me. The secret to this flash, the answer to what's calling me. So I sit down.
Hello and welcome. This is The Art of Giving Up, your podcast for giving up bad days, bad ways, unfortunate habits, bad friendships, bad relationships, all the bad. And as always, I'm your host, Steven. And I'd like to thank you, yes you, for joining me on this my journey of self-improvement and of growth. Remember, of course, like every week, I'm really digging these little shorts, these little 10-minute moments where we can connect, and I hope that you like them as well. Remember, please like, subscribe. You can reach out, of course, on Facebook, Habit of Wellness. You could also, Twitter and stuff, DA Art of Giving Up on Twitter, Art of Giving Up on Instagram, and of course, you can always reach out, Art of Giving Up podcast at gmail.com. This week, we're talking humanity first. So, yeah, this is, just in case you don't know how the magic of the internet works, this is being recorded on Wednesday, February 12th, and this is the day where New Hampshire, which is the first primary state, is gonna be doing its voting, or it has already. Bernie Sanders has won by like 600 or 700 votes over Pete Buttigieg, with I think Amy Klobuchar in third place, Elizabeth Warren in fourth, and Joe Biden in fifth. But really, I kind of want to talk about the man who I'm not gonna say was really completely my candidate here, but a little bit. We'll throw a little money towards, money. Oh, Andrew Yang, and he decided today to withdraw, which I think, was a good decision, because he could have kept going, and he had enough of a base to keep going, but he wouldn't have won. And you kind of gotta know when the gig is up. But the thing that I think that he brought into the political discussion, not just the discussion of UBI, but really a human-centered focus in politics and life. Humanity first. I think it's really easy and really confusing sometimes when we're interacting with other people who have opinions different from us, and even politics different than the ones that we share. And I think that it's really easy to get caught up in your own world, to be trapped in, and I'm not trying to ideology. I think that we as individuals have our own individual moral guidelines, and that we each decide to follow. And for some, it's related to their usage of free speech. Like, they believe that free speech is really the thing that is what matters more than anything else. And a lot of people, some people just have, different policies, different politics, different moral compasses. But I think that the thing that Andrew Yang brought into this race was that tagline, and not left, not right, forward. Because that's really where the true solution to everything is. Forward. The ideological and identity politics of the government here in the United States does nothing but confuse and conflate real issues into pieces of paper and into broad strokes that are being spoken about on television or tweeted by our president. It's really easy to forget that it's not just the working poor, the middle class, the 1%. It's really easy to forget that behind each one of those labels, behind the Trump voter, behind the Bernie bro, behind the Yang gang, there's a person. There's a person with wants and needs and thoughts that matter. And anyone who knows me knows that I've had a huge issue with anyone who demonizing Trump voters, because I think that Donald Trump is who he is. He is, like Andrew Yang said, he is the symptom, not the cause. Not everyone who voted for Donald Trump is a bigot and a racist. Not everyone lives where I do in New York City, a coastal city, a liberal hub. Not everyone has the benefits that I do, has the ability to do the things that I do the way that I do. We all live very different lives, and we all have very different wants. And in 2016, some people believed that Donald Trump as president would be the balm to soothe the aches of, I don't know, of corruption, to soothe the heartbreak of lost jobs. And we've spent the last 3 years railing not just at President Trump, but railing at the people who voted for him. Forgetting that these people's opinions also matter. They matter. It's in us. It's part of us. It's something that we need to do. It's our responsibility to take a step back and to really look at these people. These people who share the land that we share, who breathe the air that we breathe, who spend the money that we spend, the people who suffer like we do, but in different ways. And to realize that I, an urbanite from New York City, cannot identify with a dairy farmer from Iowa. That I cannot identify with people in Albuquerque, Texas, even Seattle, LA, because I don't live there. We have such a limited understanding of the things outside of our view. And so I implore you to stop saying things like, if you or, you know, what is it? I've heard a lot of stories about people disowning their family because they found out they voted for Trump. That is the pain that this country is undergoing. And I think that we need to really focus on not just living, to live, but living really for other people. Living not just for our ideals, but to try to empathize with others. Because people are messy and scary and complicated. People are different colors, different heights, with different voices, accents, and experiences. We are not the same. So I implore you, please, we all need to be striving towards humanity first. Peace.